So, okay, so once again, I say you are welcome. Welcome to a year of success, 2021, your year of divine accomplishment, your year of fulfillment. Ladies and gentlemen, just as I was saying prior to now, I said, there's no new thing, there's no new year without you doing a new thing. And the question that I pose before you tonight or today is this: what is that new thing that you are doing in this new year? What is that new thing that you have set before you that you are going to achieve? What is that goal that you have planned to achieve? Ladies and gentlemen, I often hear this, and people say it. And at the time, I had that mentality also. You know, when they say we should put down the goals and things, oh, what have you achieved in the course of the year? They think it's, you know, the year was good. We just thank God for the year. Thank God so we don't die. No, that's not your purpose on earth. He said, thank God for life. No, which kind of life? A fulfilled life or an unfulfilled life? So what you are thanking God for, the reason why God spared your life from 2020 to 2021 is for you to live and fulfill God's purpose. So it's not just thank God for life. It's thank God for the purpose that is achieved in life. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is that purpose that is designed, that you are meant to achieve in 2021? What is that purpose that you have put down together that you are going to achieve? You know, it's like when people get on the field, on the football field, and, you know, there's always two goalposts, one for this side, one for the other side. Now, we have about 22 men running across that field. What do these people want to do? Definitely, they want to score goals. Their aim, their target in that place is to score goals. Now, if for any reason, for something, by any purpose, oh, last time we played and we did not score, coach, please remove the goalpost, and there's no goalpost. Tell me, what are these 22 people doing on the field? Can you guess? 22 men on the field, 2 goalposts removed. What are these 22 men? What are they doing on the field? Can somebody put it in the chat box? What are they doing on the field? What are they doing on the field? Goalposts removed, and they are playing. What are they doing on the field? Just put it in the chat box. What do you think they are doing on the field? The goalpost has been removed, and 22 men are on the field. What are they doing without goalposts? So, okay, someone said playing gambling. Okay, they are gambling. All right. Joseph says gambling. Aimless adventure. Thank you. Somebody else said playing aimlessly. Oh my God. I pray for you, everyone who are wasting valuable time. I pray for everyone listening to me. In this year 2021, you will not waste valuable time. You will not play in the field of life aimlessly. You will play with purpose and you will score. And the only way you need to do that is to define your goalpost. Define your goalpost. Where is your goalpost? What are the goals that you have set for this year? Exercise without target, Ademola. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to do any of this. You don't want to do any of this. You want to live and fulfill your purpose. You want to live and fulfill your purpose. So in this new year, one of the things you are looking at is, what is the new thing that I am doing? So ladies and gentlemen, this is the purpose of this call. One of the things I would have loved to start sharing with you, this is strategy. This is how you are going to do it. This is how you are going to do it. But we must and one of the things that is really, really, really required is that thing I said, goal. Please, if you have not, many of us, we hear these things. We've had it over, you've had it severally. People have taught it. They say, write your goal, write this thing. You think it's just a joke. Don't let 2021 be like 2020. You must take significant steps forward in your life. So the first thing that I want to encourage you is write out the goal. Write out the goal. Now, part of the goals we have in Richvision is that each member is an open field. We want to, by the grace of God, create at least 100 housing units for our members. That might not be your own goal for the year. Your goal might be another thing. But the important thing is this: do you have it written down? Is it written down? Write out your goals. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm saying it was I'm done, I can't emphasize this enough. You can't walk with us and you say your life still remains the same. Write out your goals. Now, having written it out, the next thing that you must understand in the process of creation is this: the spiritual controls the physical. The spiritual controls the physical. Whatever you are going to see in 2021 has been created in the spiritual. Is either it was created by somebody or it was created by you. The physical must exist. The spiritual does exist before the physical. The spiritual does exist before the... Now, you see, one of the challenges that most of us have is this: we don't create it in the spiritual and we expect it to manifest in the physical. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2021, what is it that you are creating? What do you use to create? What do you use to create? You say, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and God was the Word. If God created us in His image, He said, in His image He created us. That means God created us. You say God was Word. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and God was the Word. You will hear people will say, "Oh, that's God is Word." You can't see Him. You can't see. And if God created us in His own image, that means He created us as words. We are a product of words. So, because you are a product of words, you create your world by your words. You create your world by your words. So that house that you want to acquire, that success you need to achieve, that house you want to get, have you created it with your words? How often do you speak it out? Remember, they say faith comes by hearing. Faith comes by hearing. What are you hearing? Are you seeing the economy? Are you seeing the things that cannot be done? Oh, the pandemic has destroyed your economy. Is that the language you are speaking? What is it that you are speaking right now to yourself? The things that you are speaking right now are the things you will begin to experience in your life. So, ladies and gentlemen, you must have a clear goal for your life. Have a clear vision for your life. And then you begin to speak it out. For 2021, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to create that goal. When that goal that you have written down, write it out and begin to declare it for yourself. Begin to say it to yourself. Begin to hear yourself speak it. And ladies and gentlemen, when you begin to hear it often and often, then it will begin to come to pass. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to encourage you. I'm not here to trade words. I'm not here to motivate you. I'm looking out for people that we are going to work together in 2021 to achieve success together. I have run this race alone. I'm not ready to run this race alone anymore. The race of success is best run when you are with people with like minds. He said, and this they began to do. When all of them gathered together, they said, let us build a house. Ladies and gentlemen, he said, let us build a tower that we get to the heavens. And they said, and this they began to do. Because they began to do it, they began to see the success. What is in your mindset? What I'm looking for? I'm not looking to become a superstar. I'm not looking forward to become a superstar. I'm looking forward to see who are the people that I'm going to be working with in 2021 to achieve the kind of success that I desire? And this has to do with my mindset. What kind of mindset are you carrying? In 2021, what kind of mindset is with you? Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that will stop you, one of the things that will hinder you from achieving your goal is the wrong mindset. No matter how much you prayed, listen to me and listen to me clearly. No matter how much you have fasted, there are some of us that have declared 100 days fasting now. There are some of us that, no matter what you do, if the mindset is not right, if the mindset is not right, it will all be in futility. You ought to have the right mindset. And the right mindset, I said, you start with your goal. What is the vision that you have for yourself? What do you want to achieve for yourself? Where do you want to get to? Let me quickly share my screen with you so that we can just roll together with this. This is so important to me tonight for every one of us to understand this. If this is what we can get, all right, let me put it there. So if you can grab this aspect, I can assure you 2021 will be a fulfilling year. So the first thing is your mindset. Your mindset must be right. It's not the prayer. You know, a man called Paul said that do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The mindset of 2020 cannot carry you in 2021. The mindset of poverty cannot lead you into prosperity. The mindset of lack cannot lead you into abundance. Your mindset must change. A mental attitude that determines how you will interpret and respond to situations. There are some of us, we have some fixed mindset based on where we were born, the circumstances that surround our birth, but then there are some of us that have the growth mindset. In 2021, you must have a growth mentality, intelligence and talent that grow up and down. This is an intelligence that you want to grow. You don't want to be where you were last year. You want to move higher. There's a growth mindset. The growth mindset says, I can learn anything I want to. When I am frustrated, I persevere. I want to challenge myself. When I fail, I know I am learning. Tell me I try hard. If you succeed, I am inspired. My effort and attitude determines everything. My effort and attitude, your attitude to success in 2021 will determine your attitude. Your attitude to success, your attitude to situations and circumstances around you will determine the attitude you will attain in 2021. And how will you do it? There are different kinds of mindset. We have the poverty mindset, we have the middle class mindset, and we have the rich mindset. The poor man's mindset is, let me just make money. Let me make enough money to pay my rent. Let me make enough money to pay my school fees. Let me make enough money to pay my children's school fees. The mindset of the poor is to make an income and take care of expenses. You will hear something, you know, for those of you that do not understand, in Yoruba they say, yo, power. That's we ate, we are not filled, and we are not hungry. Is that the kind of life you want to live? Is that the kind of life you want to translate to your children? Is that the kind of thing you want to carry on this life with? Ladies and gentlemen, life is much more than that. Income and expenses, income and expenses. Oh, if I collect salary, the poor mentality is, how much is my salary? My salary is 200,000. If I pay my rent and I pay the children's school fees, I pay this, I pay this, I pay this, I pay this. It's just income and expenses. Is this how you are going to live your life in 2021? And you expect a change? Now, the next set of people, as the middle class people, ladies and gentlemen, you might have been in this poor mentality in the last year, not thinking of assets, not thinking of assets. The poor man is not, when you talk about assets, oh, you can get a house, oh, we can help you get a house. I say, well, I'm talking of let us eat first. You are saying house. He doesn't think of assets. When you talk of house, it's like it's too big. Oh, he maybe even has one house. To tell you to get the second house, what I want you second house do? What do I need it for? Look, that's a poor mentality, because you know that's an asset. So don't, if you are in this first category, in this new year, you have to move from that mindset. The second category is this: the middle class mentality. The middle class makes an income. He puts some in assets, but most of his money are in liabilities. Oh, as they increase his salary, he's thinking of the new iPhone he's going to get this year. He's thinking of the new car he's going to get this year. That is the middle class. Oh, you were a junior manager before. Now you got to become a senior manager. I used to live in so area before. I was living in a face me, I slap you. I'm going to start living. I'm going to get a house in so and so area. And then is how to spend. Then the small money, he will now take small money. You know, it's good that I have a small fixed deposit. He will now be saving small money. Small in case of retirement. He's now saving for retirement. That's what they say. They now start telling you, don't eat with your 10 fingers. So you know you are now making money. You better save some money. You better learn how to save money. That's what told you. It's true. I'm supposed to be saving money. Then they now start looking for somewhere to put small money. But that will not stop him from getting that new iPhone. That will not stop him from getting that new designer. That will not stop him from stopping that new car. That's the middle class mindset. He spends more on expenses and liability than on assets. He has more expenses and liabilities than he has assets. That is the middle class mentality. Remember, I'm talking about your mindset for 2021. Then we have the one we call the rich mindset. The rich mindset, the income, he spends most of his income in developing assets than liabilities. His asset is greater than liability. Now, for those of you that may not know what asset is, assets are things that generate income for you. Assets are things that have the potential to generate an income, a sort of income for you. While liabilities are those things that take away from you. Now, ask me, I will ask you this question. What is your balance sheet looking like? Your life's balance sheet, how is it looking like? Is it heavy on the asset or heavy on the liability? That's the question. There's something that you must change in 2021. You have to sit down and look at it. Shola, are you heavy on assets or heavy on liabilities? If you look at your life and you have more liabilities than you have assets, there's a tendency that you remain a mediocre. There's a tendency that you live a middle-class life for the rest of your life. But once you are able to identify that, you begin to make a conscious change to move from a life of liability to a life of assets. Begin to look at, how do I develop more assets? This is part of what Richvision is talking about. But there's no way, if you don't understand this structure, you will think, oh, maybe they are trying to bring, no. Let's change this mindset. Now, please, if you are following me, if you are getting what I'm saying, can you just put a 555 in the chat box? If you understand what I've explained here, put a 555 in the chat box. Ladies and gentlemen, 2021, we are not moving with everybody. We don't need to move with everybody. No, it's not possible. Everybody cannot go to where we are going to. We are going with people that are determined, people that are specific, people that know where they are going, or people that are willing to be taught. It's not a year to pamper everybody. No, it is not. We can't beg you to become successful. Nobody is begging me, Shola, please become successful. Why? I know my purpose in life. You know your purpose and you begin to work with the right set of people to achieve it. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the chart. You decide which one do you want to fashion your life along in 2021. And as I said, you have to start with how you change this mentality. Look at the word mentality. Mentality. Look at that word, mentality. The first thing that If you spell that word mentality, changing from poor to rich mentality, the first word that you will see is the first two-letter words here, me, me, me. The first thing that you need to change in your mentality is you. You have to change you. You have to change you. It's not change your wife. You are not change. Your wife is not the cause of the problem. Your husband is not the cause of the problem. It's not your staff. It's not your friends. It's you first. You have to change. There must be a renewing of mind from you. It's you that have to address me, my mentality. Be transformed. How do you do it? Then the next thing is the men that you surround yourself with. In 2021, see, surround yourself with only quality people, OQP, only quality people. Who are the people you are surrounding yourself with in 2021? Are they going the same direction as you are? Are there people that are determined to succeed? There are some people there's a relationship we call toxic relationship. Toxic relationship. The only thing they discuss with you is the match of yesterday. The only thing they discuss with you, oh, those babe, oh, that joint. No, they are never discussing assets. They are not discussing how we are going to grow. Who are the men around you? It is early in the year. Define the people that are around you. The people that you worked with last year may not be able to carry you through in this new year. Define it. Mentality. First, it starts with you changing and addressing yourself first. Then you address the people, your environment, vitality, your total environment. Your environment determines the way you think, the way you interact, the way you act. Ladies and gentlemen, 2021 is a year we want to achieve our goal, and we're going to achieve it together. But then I want to put it to you. Please work on yourself first, then work on the people that are around you. If they are not going the same direction with you, change them. Change them. Change them. And then your environment. Create an environment around you that will always inspire you. Create an inspiring environment around you at all times. So, talking about this, 3%, they said 97% of the world population are poor. 3% of the world population control 97% of the wealth of the world. Did you get that? 3% of the world population control 97% of the world population, of the world wealth. Now, if you say no, yeah, I don't agree, tell me what is Nigerian budget? Tell me, look at the man called Dangote, look at his worth. Look at Otedola, look at his worth. Look at Adenuga, look at his worth. By the time you put all these guys' net worth together, ladies and gentlemen, with some others, by the time you put 100 of them together, their money is more than Nigerians' budget. Hello? Take the top 100 richest people in Nigeria. No. Okay, we are saying 3%. Nigerian population is 200 million, right? Now, 200 million. If you take 3% of 200 million, you are talking about maybe that's about 600 million. That's about 60 million. Wow, 60 million. 200 million. No. That's about 6 million. 6 million. Now, if you take the wealth of 6 million people in Nigeria here now, if you add them together, it's more than the wealth of the whole nation. That's the simple way I can illustrate this. And what makes the rich man think? What makes the rich man thinking different is this. The rich man thinks of his goal. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to have a drastic change this year. Look, many of you tonight, what you are thinking of is your job tomorrow. I'm going to, hey, my boss, I have to get, how am I going to get early to the work tomorrow? And when I get to my job, in fact, this month, the poor man is always thinking about his job. The man that will become rich, the rich man will think about his goals. Let me give you this. Let's take you are working in a bank. Let's say you are working in a bank and you are working with Jimovia, one of these owners of banks, all right? Now, what do you think Jimovia will be? What do you think what will be in Jimovia's thinking this morning, today, this year, the owners of this bank, his thinking will be, I'm going to establish like a goal. I'm going to make sure that Zenith Bank becomes one of the biggest banks in Ghana, in the whole of Africa. He sets a goal. It's not that how he's going to achieve it, he doesn't know yet. And it takes faith for you to say you are going to make, for him to be thinking, okay, I'm the owner of a bank now. I'm saying I want my company to be the best company and things. And as I'm thinking about it, I'm setting the goal. I don't know how it's going to happen. It requires faith. It requires faith. But do you know what the staff, a staff of the bank, do you know what to be thinking now? He's thinking about his job, the ledger that is not balanced, the customer that is going to call tomorrow. Are you getting? So the poor man thinks more of his job, while the rich thinks more of his goal. It is okay for you to have a job now. I'm not saying having a job is wrong. Don't get me wrong. You understand? I'm not. You've got to start somewhere. But even as you have a job now and you are thinking of that job, please, 2021, you need to think of your own goals. What are your own goals? The rich man thinks about his goals. The poor man thinks about his job. The poor man does not need faith to think about his job. You don't need faith. Tomorrow you will go to the office. By the end of the month, they pay you your salary. It's given. You don't need faith for that. You just believe. You just get it. But here on this side, the reason why many people, why only 3% of the world population are here is because this one requires faith. This one is certain. No guarantees in this place. But this place has some guarantees. Ladies and gentlemen, are you getting me? Please, I want us to really look at this. I want you to make a positive change this year. Look at this. The poor man has some guarantees. The rich man has no guarantee. The reason why many persons don't want to be in this place, the reason why only 3% will be rich and 97% poor, people want guarantee. Everybody wants guarantee. Once I do business with people, they tell me, Mr. Shola, can you guarantee? Can you guarantee? Guarantee what? I live by faith. I tell you, I say in Richvision, we are having 10 ambassadors. We're having 10 ambassadors. We're having 100 houses. Do you know what that means? 10 ambassadors in our organization. For you to be an ambassador, you need between 5,000 to 10,000 people. 5,000 to 10,000 people. So when I say we are having 10 ambassadors in 2021, I'm saying 10 times 5,000, 10 times 10,000. That means in 2021, I'm looking at nothing less than 100,000 people in Richvision Global Alliance. That's what we're talking about. Where are they? Who are they? I don't know, but I believe they are already done. We send 100 houses. Do you know that for us to have 10 ambassadors, we have about 100 gold members. When we have 100 gold members, we've already made provision for the housing for them. So what are you? Where do you want to be? Do you want to be among the 3% or among the 97%? Can you type it in the chat box, please? Put it in the chat box. Where do you want to be? Is it among the 3% people that are going to write down their goals tonight? People that will believe that they are going to achieve their goals? Or you want to be among the 97% that has guarantee? That's, the thing is guaranteed. Which one do you want to be? Is it the 3% or the 97%? Choose one. He said, choose you this day. He said, life and death are in the power of your own tongue. It's you that life is your choice. It's not God that is going to choose it for you. It's you. Think of your goals. Write down the goals. It requires faith. When I said we're having 100 houses, I never knew where the land was going to come from. When we announced it, we never knew how it's going to be. But the moment we declared it, he said, you will declare a thing and it will be established. Ladies and gentlemen, the power of creation is in your mouth. When we declared it, we never knew how. We never knew where. But the moment we said it, somebody came up. He said, oh, there's a land somewhere. There's this and this. And then before we knew it, for the first time, we were able to negotiate a land that gives us 4 years payment tenor. Because God helped us to declare a thing, and it was established. The 100 houses, when is it going to start? We've said this is when it's going to start, and it's starting there. No guarantees, but we walk on faith. Ladies and gentlemen, so if you've chosen, I say majority of us have chosen to walk in the 3 percentile. Now, you must be careful who you listen to. A lot of people will tell you this is not possible. Oh, this is just a motivational talk. That's what you call it, and you remain where you are. I listened to a gentleman sometimes ago. I'm an accountant. I've been in business, but I never had this understanding until I met that young man, David Monite Jr. He made me to have a different experience. He began to make me to understand things differently. It's not how hard I work. Who am I listening to? Who are the success people that are around me? Ladies and gentlemen, you need to be careful who you listen to. There are some people that tell you, oh, possible, it's not possible. How can they tell you 160,000, you will not get a house? It's not possible. That's what they're going to tell you. That's what they will tell you. And you too, you will stay in their own testimony. You will stay in their words. But there are some people that say, yes, this can be done. Oh, you need 10 persons. Oh, where can you get 10? You see, that's you can't get 10 people. Which 10 people do you know? And based on that, you dump your goal. Which one will you like to do? What will you like to have? Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you great. Be careful who you listen to. The people that you listen to in this year will determine a lot of things. Then faith, because the people that you listen to will determine your level of faith. He said faith comes by hearing. And ladies and gentlemen, coming to talk about that thing, that faith comes by hearing. The first set of person you will listen to is yourself. You will listen to yourself first. Yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you this. Just a minute. Now, let's listen to this. For me, this is my diary, all right? I have my goals written. And what I do, this is it. I have it, the spiritual goals, the physical goals, and everything. Now, see, because I have it written down, I speak it. I say it every time. So I'm not telling you, there was a time that, I was sharing with, before I wrote down my goals this year, I was sharing with my wife. I said, I think I know why a lot of people don't get the result that they desire. I was teaching people, write your goal, and I found that before the year was coming to an end, and I had not written mine. So at times it's easy to say than to do. He said, and this they began to do. So that day I had to sit down and I began to write my goal. And I'm going to show you how you're going to write the goal. Ladies and gentlemen, remember I talked about faith. When you pray to God that, God, this is what I want to achieve. The next thing is you begin, when you write out your goal. Now, when you are writing your goals, it's not, I am going to build a house this year. I am going to travel abroad. People that are going to, they never get there. People that are going to, they never get there. What you do, the way you put down your goals is it has to be with a sense of faith that what you desire is already done. That what you desire, he said, I will grant the desire of your heart. He said, when you pray, believe that you have received it. Believe that you have received it, and you will have it. The period, there's a between receiving and having. There's a plan to receive. The moment you pray, Most of you did overnight vigil, crossover, cross under. You did anything that you did, you prayed. One thing that you should do now is to believe that God has answered you. He said, believe that you have received it. He said, when you pray, believe that you have received it. It takes a lot to believe. Now, he said, when you believe that you have received it, he said, and you will have it. The hard process is the time process. The hard process is the testing process. The hard process between the receiving and you receive in the spiritual and you have in the physical. You receive in the spiritual. That house that you have prayed for, receive it with thanksgiving. If I tell you now that I'm going to give you a car, I say, come to my office tomorrow, I'm going to give you $1 million check. The likely thing you are going to tell me is, oh, Mr. Shola, thank you. Oh, thank you. God will bless you. You start praying for me. And then you go and meet your wife. Do you know what? Shola said I should come to his office to take $1 million. And then the next thing you say, oh, thank you. Then you start calling people and say, Eban Dupel, help me thank him. He said he's going to give me this. And then people that you are owing, you will even say, don't abuse me. Come this time tomorrow, I will pay you your money. I will pay you your money. The money is not yet in your hand, but you have received it. He said, when you pray, believe that you have received it. You have received. So and when you receive something, what do? You are grateful for it. You are grateful. The art of gratitude. The art of gratitude is the highest level of faith you can exercise in 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you the practical. I'm sure when I said we are going to show you how to achieve it, some of you will think, oh, I'll be talking about, we will now invite, we will now send, we will now do. Yes, those are part of it. But there's a part we need to settle spiritually. The spiritual part of this, we need to settle it. If not, so that we are not running in futility. So the first thing is, pray, receive it with thanksgiving. Come and receive this check tomorrow. Mr. Shola, thank you. In the morning, I call you, say, thank you for the promise of the something. You receive it with what? Gratitude. You receive with gratitude. Is when the thing is in your hand that you become grateful. There's a difference between gratitude and being grateful. Gratitude is when you have not seen it. Being grateful is when you are already having it. But the art of gratitude, your art of gratitude will determine your altitude. It is the highest level of faith, ladies and gentlemen. For whatsoever you desire in year 2021, your art of gratitude, your ability to be grateful, is not every time, God, do this, do this, do this. See, be grateful is an act of faith. This house that we are talking about, every time I tell God, I say, God, I'm happy and grateful now that you've given us this house. 100 houses. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, sir. You will not run in futility. Ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly go so that we just wrap this up quickly. So, faith comes through hearing. And you say, what do you hear? What do you hear? Let me show you again. Let me show you again. What I have written down in my goals, as my goals, what I do now is I read it out to myself. I am so happy and grateful now that I have so and so. Now that I spent this, I am so happy and grateful. This is how I've written my goals here. This is how I've written it. I'm not saying this. I wrote it. I am grateful that I have committed this. I am grateful now that we have 100 houses. I am so happy and grateful now that we have 100 houses in Richvision Academy. I am so happy and grateful now that we have 10 ambassadors in our organization. I am so happy and grateful. I give thanks. It says, in thanksgiving, let your request be made known unto God. So that is an act of faith. It said, without faith, you can't please God. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you the difference between the rich and the poor. The rich walk by faith. So you need to walk by faith. All right? So that is one thing that you need to do. Then the second, the other things, sorry. Let me continue this. So I said faith is very, very crucial to it. Now, as you think, he said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. Guard your thoughts. Guard your thoughts. It is true you've written down the goals. But if you think of impossibility most of the time, you will attract impossibility. If every time you're thinking is that, it is not easy, easy, it won't be easy. As a man, thinketh in his heart, so is he. So what you should be thinking now is more positive things. Is it your children's education? Is it the new house? Is it the new car? What is it? Can you think positively? Don't allow the current situation in the economy to affect your thoughts. Don't allow the current economy, what you are seeing in the economy now, to affect you. That should not dictate where you are going. Now, ladies and gentlemen, having said this, I want you to do something. You see, what you picture, I always say it, according to a man that said, he said you cannot feature in a future that you did not picture. You get that? You cannot what? Feature in a future that you did not picture. Now, if you cannot feature in the future that you not picture, now, ladies and gentlemen, that means there must be a picture in front of you. What is the picture ahead of you? What picture do you have concerning that goal? Now, I want to do something. Let me share this screen now. I want you to do something. This may not be yours. Yours may be any other thing. But I just want to show you how you need to put this down. Let me show you this. It's practical. I want us to win it spiritually. Then we'll win it physically. In the meantime, we talk spiritually. Some of you, your mind is on the church I'm going to. Okay, Reverend said, that is the truth. You cannot feature in the future you did not picture. So I want you to have a clear picture. Ladies and gentlemen, let's look at this. I want you to have a clear picture of what? Let me use view slideshow. Oh, sorry. Okay, now the 4-bedroom duplex. If you can screen grab this, if you can screen grab it, this is the model that we have. This is the model of the house that we have in Richvision. And this is the model we'll be building for our members. I get it. Now, how it is going to happen is not your headache. Do you write it? Have you written it out as a goal? Your 4-bedroom duplex house. No, it's not the two or the two of them. If you want the two, well, you can say you want the two. The car is not there, but if you want the car, you can put it there. But one of these, for those of you that we have your houses, maybe you are going to have your houses, maybe in your village, you want us to build it in this state, well, that's whichever way. But that's the model, that's the start. Then if you want us to do another model for you, it's another level of agreement. But can you picture this? The 4-bedroom duplex house. I want you to take a picture of this and then put it somewhere in your house. But it's not just the picture that matters, but what is written here. I am so happy and grateful now that I have a 4-bedroom duplex by December 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, at times this thing looks stupid. At times it does not make sense. The ways of God, you see, faith does not make sense to people. When you are talking faith, it does not, naturally faith is not supposed to be sensible. If it's sensible, then it's no longer faith. If it's sensible, if it makes sense, it is not faith. I tell you, if it makes sense. Well, you look at, he said, see, I've given you the land. You see soldiers, you see, they say, see, I've given you the land. You see somebody, the wife is barren. He said, you are a father of many nations. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense now. When it makes sense, it's not God. Are you there? When it makes sense, it's not faith. With faith, it doesn't make sense. With faith, you can't figure how will it be. He said, a woman will give birth to a child without a thing. He said, how shall this thing be? He said, the angel said, come, it's not your business to know how it shall be. He said, the power, the zeal of God will make this thing to happen. How will I have this 4-bedroom duplex? It is not your business. He said, the zeal of God. Have you written it down? Write it down. I am so happy and grateful now that I have a 4-bedroom duplex by December 2021. Now, your own might be in Richvision Estate. Why I didn't put a location there is because I know there are some of us, maybe you may not want you may not want the house in the Richvision Estate. You want your own, you have your land in Ajah, you have your land in Calabar, you have your land in Abuja. Once you have the land, we will build, as long as you achieve the goal. So, but the first thing you have to do is, can you picture it? Remember, you cannot feature in a future you did not picture. All right? So picture this. Have this mental picture. Don't just, Reverend, thank you, sir. Don't just don't say, I have it in my mental head. See, ladies and gentlemen, please. This thing is key to me than go and get 10 people, go 100. If I tell you 100 and something thousand, most of you will drop it down in that account. But what I need you to do is, this is what will bring this house real. God had to change what Abraham was saying. Abraham was just saying, when God said, I will make you a father of this, he said, God reacted. Can't you see? He said, see. He said, how shall this thing be? Seeing that I am childless. Seeing that what he was seeing was his own childlessness. But what God was seeing, God was seeing a father of many nations. So God had to change what he was saying. When God said, come, this guy is not cooperating with me, God had to say, come, follow me outside. He said, look at the sky. What do you see? He said, I see the stars. He said, from today, don't see stars. Begin to see children in all the stars. From today, when you come outside, see children. God had to change what the man was seeing. He said, your children will be will be like the stars. He said, okay, maybe it's only in the night, so that in the day you will know what he's seeing also. He took him, he said, what do you see on the ground? He said, sand. He said, don't see sand again. From now, when you see sand, he said, your children will be as much as the sand of the seashore. He had to change the picture. He had to change his picture. So please, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to screen grab this, get this picture, and paste in a strategic place. And every day in your house, say it. It might look stupid, but say it with faith. I am so happy and grateful now that I have a 4-bedroom duplex by December. This can be your second house. It can be your third house. It can be your fourth house. For you, you might just want it for an investment. Just see the picture. It is important. It is important. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the other side that you have to do. Okay, this is what you need to do. Yes, last week I was sharing with us, for those of you, I said, how many of us, they are going to be worth about 50 million, 40 million. A duplex will cost you between 40 to 50 million naira. A bungalow will cost you, that's a good one. I'm not saying I'm running away from my landlord. This one, between 10 and 20 million, tastefully furnished. And I said, if for every month you have to save, you need to be saving 1 million naira every month for you to save 50 million for 4 years. You need to save 1.3 million for 3 years. You need to, if you want the house to be finished in 1 year, you need about 4.1 million every month. If you don't have that, is this one you want? Oh, 10 million, I just want a house. If it's 10 million, can you save 208,000 every month for 4 years? Can you save 277,000 every month for 3 years to get this? And if you want it done in a year, you just need to save 833,000 naira every month for 1 year, and you get this. Many of us are not having businesses that will give us this kind of income. But which one, we tell you that, can you make a simple deposit of 156,000, a simple deposit of 306,000, a simple deposit of 556,000. It depends on the category in which you are. If you are the category of people where, oh, you have your social capital, your friends, they are well-to-do and things, your friends don't have a problem, you can save. Look at, and this is not spending, ladies and gentlemen. We are not asking you to spend the money. Save. Can you save in your account 556,000 naira? Can you save this in your account? Can you get other people to save the same? And why are we having it different? If you are doing 156,000, you need 10 people to save the same thing. Just 10 to save. If you are doing 306,000, you need 7 people who can save the same thing. If you are doing 556,000, you need just 5 people who can save the same way. I think this one seems to be easier. The 525 and 125. With 125 people, fine. But maybe your income is not up to this. That does not rule you out. You can take up this 156,000. And you look at how to do 10 persons. Richvision said it's going to be assisting you to get this done. And we said, what are the other benefits? One-time deposits. You can go and watch the other videos that we've done on this. One-time deposits according to your ability, depending on the one you want. Then we will use your own social capital. Your social capital, the people that are around you. And we said, you don't need to go talk to them. Richvision is going to help you to structure, because we have a structured system that will help you to convert these people. Ladies and gentlemen, is this not better? Can we not work on this thing together? And do you know the beautiful thing? On that amount that you deposited, at the end of this year, you will still get 10% return on investment on this. On this amount, whether you do 500,000, you do 100,000, you will still get 10% return on investment. This is not good. And you know that after this, you continue to earn some level of income. This is something that people have sat down to work out its workability. And for those of you that want to start, because a lot of people have started doing already, with the first set of people, we said before latest, we want you before the 9th of January, make sure that you have done your payments. Before the 9th of January. If you do your payment by the 9th of January, ladies and gentlemen, what we'll be looking at is that by the 23rd of January, we'll be having a special meeting with you at the Sheraton Hotels and Towers, where we are going to be discussing some things. But before then, we will tell you what we need to do. For those of you that are not in Lagos, we have a way we are going to connect with you to make sure that we achieve this goal. This 100 houses is done already. We've received it already. But are you that are going to have it? We have received it. But are you among the people that are going to have it? If you're among them, say, I have it. Just say, I have it. Type it in the chat box. Say, I have it. Or I have the house. Just type in the chat box, say, I have the house. I have the house. If you're among those, just put it, I have the house. I have the house. It's not, I am going to have the house. You already have it. Remember, I told you, faith, you must picture it that you have actualized it. You must picture it. Now, for those of you, so this is the timetable. You can watch the others because I have to wrap this up. We are just about an hour already in this presentation. So look at, for those of you, I'm going to, let me quickly show you. We have the schedule of what we're going to be doing, but you make sure you make your payment before the 9th. Before the 9th. Once we have the numbers, maybe we just want to manage the figures that we have. Do you understand? So anything you need to do, remember, if you have set it in your goal, one thing I want you to write first, write that house that I am so happy and grateful now that I have my house. By December 2021, have it. And whether is it exactly whether it happens in December or not. See, it is a God. God is a God in eternity that operates. He gives us time to operate in. We have looked at it. We have set it at this. What of this pandemic? Is it not going to affect us? Leave pandemic on its own. You have your own purpose. Work with your own purpose. Now, let me show you how this thing. Because some people look at it and say, where is this money going to be? Let me just quickly show you something. With this, I'm going to wrap it up, and I need you to just go get into action Where's this? Okay. I want to log in. Wow. There's okay. I want to show you where, because most people say, where is the money? Where is this and things and things? Let me show you how what we have done here. If I click on this, log in, click on the login, I'm going to a back office. I think I have one of my friends that just did his own stuff. So let me do this. Okay. I'm sure he's on the call also. You don't mind though, you hear? All right, it's just to motivate others, all right? I didn't take permission from him because we are settling something on this account. That's why he gave me some access to his own account. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Now, do you see this? Ladies and gentlemen, when you make your payment, there's what you call the land account. Can you see the land wallet? This person paid his own money. He has it in his own wallet account. Now, he is doing his own monthly contribution. He's doing his own monthly contribution. He's done a contribution of 40,000 and he has about 32,000 in his wallet. Now, this month alone, he has earned about 1,200 naira in commission here already. All right. Now, if you go down here, please don't make the mistake. Don't make the mistake. Many persons I see make mistakes in the account they are paying into. If you are a member already, you see there are two accounts here. Can you see this account? Contribution, upgrade, and downgrade. And then we have land. Please, for the purpose of this land, this account you will pay to. Don't pay into this one, yo. This one is my friend's account. If you pay into his account, I will ask him, will we share the money and use it for or something? When you log into your own account, you have your own account there. Your account is there. So that's where you are going to pay your money. All right. Now, once you pay that money, part of that money moves into your contribution wallet. And every other thing we're going to be showing you how it's going to be done. Look, ladies and gentlemen, technologically, we have a lot of things that we push this system. We have our mobile app. We have everything that will make it so transparent to you. I told you something. You are saving the money, not you are spending the money. It's a different ball game. If I say go and look for money to come and pay, no. You are saving the money. You will continue to have access to that money. You will continue to see it. Is either you are seeing it here. Look at, you'll be seeing part of the money in the land wallet, and the part of it that is the contribution, you'll be seeing it in the contribution wallet. So this is a thing that you need to do. For those of you that have not, if you've not watched the last presentation that explains in details how it's going to be done, please, you can send a message to the group chat in which you saw this message, or you get a message to your upline and tell them the recent video. I think I can, let me see. Okay, let me see something. I can go on YouTube. For those of you that have not, you can go and watch this on YouTube. Let me type Richvision. Okay. Where is it? Let me say Richvision home plan. If you type this, okay, you'll see there. If you go on the internet now, on YouTube, Just type Richvision home plan. You see this video, the one that has the star. The one that has the star there, that is the presentation that talks a lot about the house. So I think you should just try to go watch that. We have another presentation here on the house. The other presentation, you see, the other one we have here, I think is about the land visit. This was a visit. This other video is a visit with the property agent and things. And so you can just go online and then just type Richvision house there, home plan and things. So these are things you can get. I think that's better for me instead of saying that you should go do this. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, this is where we're going to stop this presentation. But I'll tell you this. Having said all this, do you believe you deserve this? Do you believe that you deserve this? The success that you want in 2021, do you believe that you deserve it? The problem is many of us don't believe that we deserve it. Believe that you deserve it. Believe that you are worth it. Who else should succeed if not you? Why should you not succeed? Why? You deserve it. You deserve that success. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter your education. It doesn't matter who your parents are. You deserve it. And if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Conceive it, believe it, you can achieve it. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you for being part of this call. I'm looking forward. Okay, I'm seeing some comments in the chat box. I'm seeing some. Okay, somebody said, what's the monthly contribution required to complete my house in 1 year? Now, what you need to do is to make a deposit of 156,000 naira. That's what you need to do. But if you have the wherewithal, if you have a bigger finance, you can do the 550, and then the people around you. If the people around you are able to do the 550 savings also, it means that voila. Once you have the 525 days, we are going to teach you. We don't want to take time teaching everybody. What you are going to do, how we are going to help you, we will do it to you, but we'll be doing that for those people only that have committed themselves. It's those people that have the commitment that we are going to be taking this through this process. So that it's not, I know there are some people, their priority is not house. Some priority is business. And there are some, there's a pastor that said, the man was asking one of our leaders, that's Pastor Moses. He said, his own goal is, Shola, what if I don't want the house? What if I want to use it to build my church? I said, voila, that is great. And that's how we started working. What project do you have? Any project that you have, it works for you. If you are outside the country, you want to use it to pay your mortgage, you want to be paying, it works for you, whatever you need to do. But the first thing you have to do is to believe that you deserve it. It's not only in this area. It might be any other business that you want in 2021. Believe that you deserve it, and you will have it. Once again, it's a great pleasure speaking with you on this project. On Monday, we'll be having a question and answer session where all questions will be asked and answered. Please try to join us if you have some questions, because it's far, we are out of time on this call now, and I don't want to keep us, because I know some of us have to still go to our job tomorrow. But I wish you that God will bless you, God will keep you, God will make his face to shine upon you. In this year 2021, you will not run in futility. You will run and you will win. You will not fail, you will not falter, you will not fall. In 2021, things will work together for your good. Circumstances will work for your good. Situations will work for your good. Men will work for your good. And God will be the lifter up of your head. You will not bow your head in shame. You will bow, you will lift up your head, and you will always give glory to God. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, is your friend and partner, Olushola Popola. Thank you very much. Hope to see you very soon in the Millionaires Quarters. God bless you. Have a wonderful year ahead. Bye-bye.